So this is what we really want to do with Flanders now. So it's just, I always said, so it's not just a design event, it's a design event with a purpose. We want to make some changes. And
so I'm Kathleen, this is Jeff. We work in Antwerp, that's where we live and work and have our children. Source for me, and you see in the middle, Vandeweghe.
But simply because Binôme and I have been very busy.
Ah, yes. So it's quite a while ago, actually. No, I mean, like, we got to know each other 4 years ago.
We met 4 years ago in Antwerp. I was studying there and you were already living here for a while. So we met in the city. And yeah, our studio also started from a passion of working together with natural materials. Yeah.
That's mainly, we mainly delve into Anna's home country, which is Georgia. So we delved into the cultural heritage of Georgia mostly. And that's how we stumbled upon handfelting, which is a very, how do you say it?
It used to be, it's not really known, but it used to be a very big craft that's been practiced in the mountainside villages. But now it's a dying craft, as in many other countries. So.
Yeah, but we decided to revive it. So we do everything in the ancient way. So it's a very ancient craft. So it dates back to 200 BC, I think. So we mainly focus on felting wool and natural color dye, mostly with indigo pigments.
It comes from Belgium or Holland, one of the two, depending on the time period and the colors we want to use.
Yeah.
The beige colored wool that we have, it comes from Liege in Belgium, because it's a type of sheep farm that's in Liege that's bred for meat, but yeah, we can use the wool that's not really useful for the farmers for our tapestries. But sometimes the darker tones or grayish tones, they come from Holland. When we buy it from Liege, we buy it from actually somebody who's based in Mechelen. She's an Australian lady, Nairi Takano, and she delivers us washed wool. It's an individual that does it also out of passion for upcycling and reusing materials that are accessible in Belgium. But yeah, when we buy from Holland, then we wash it ourselves because it's difficult to get a washed local wool currently in Belgium.
That's partly wood and slate stones and felt. So the construction is made from wood, and then we've got slate stones, which have a kind of atypical pattern. They kind of remind you of a cosmic, the cosmos, like with cosmic patterns. And then the felt, which is dyed in deep indigo blue, also is reminiscent of the night sky. So that's why we decided to call it Nebula Daybeds. And the idea is kind of that it's as if you were laying on a slate roof looking at the night sky. Maybe it's something you can say something. Because we got asked by Flanders DC to make a collaborative project, and I think mainly because both our studios we work mostly with natural materials. We work with wool, and Octave works with stone.
And mineral stones.
Yeah. So I think that's the reason why we got partnered up, and we've made a daybed together.
I think we try to find somewhere a material to work with that somehow we've both found a conversation with. And before so I haven't been working with slate before, but somehow it was an opportunity to address working with the stone a little bit in a different way, and it was a material that was already laying around in my studio, but I didn't get to yet so far. So that was a kind of intriguing trigger to go a little bit deeper into that material. So when we were working together, we somehow came to the point that we tried to dig in how we can implement the slate or what we can do, or some small manipulations I was doing with the stone, and which impact that had for several possibilities of how we would move on. So that's kind of how we end up with the slate, and how then we also connected it with the roof. And I think it's somehow the two coming together that we were like, okay, maybe a daybed is a possibility to continue to work with, and we found it intriguing that I came with the idea of like working with the roof, and then that they say, oh yeah, the daybed, that it started to work together somehow, yeah. Something like that. In the beginning, I didn't work so much with local stones. It was really the projects I was dealing with in the beginning were dealing with stones from all over the world. But more recently, I really got intrigued of visiting local mines and places that are related to stone, and to search the stones myself in nature, or those old mines that there are. And it just became kind of a new hobby for me when I'm traveling to go to those places in Belgium and a little bit around Belgium. It's just amazing when I'm there. It's like I don't believe my eyes that it's just so close to my home. And in that same perspective, it's just very recent that I bought a new atelier with my girlfriend as well, who is a sculptor as well, and it's an old building from an old mining site of where they were an old coal mining site, where I also find sometimes hematite and the coal stones. It's a kind of an exciting new way that I try to go deeper and deeper into.
Where is it?
It's
Which place?
In Mons.
Mons.
Yeah. It's in. I really like it. Like the building is next to the Terril. It's like all the junk that got out of the mine that they didn't want to. They throw it on the. So there is still some coal to be found. Most of it is slate. It's like very poor quality of slate. But like the project we're doing with the daybed, we went to, or I went at least to Fumet. It's a place just across the border in France, and they have really exciting slate there with the purple and green colors. So that's what we tried to implement as well. It's a mining places that are not existing anymore, and that's with a lot of, like also in Belgium, there is some slate mining, but not in sense of like not for roof cladding. It's just like bricks of stone that they used to stack or something. Not for, they cannot make these thin slices anymore. For this they have to go to other countries where they can do open mining, for example in Spain, or where it's much more convenient to do those things. But it's really cool to find those places around here.